organization. We're really excited about this product. Before we really get into it, I'm going to tell you just a little bit about why we created this product. Now, I've been in network marketing since 1993, since I was 18 years old, and been doing this on a full-time basis for a little over 20 years now. And in that time, I built several organizations of tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of distributors, but it didn't start off that way. You know, the first 2 or 3 years, I really struggled to get the business going. But instead of quitting or joining another business or doing something like that, I decided what I was going to do is I'm going to give this time and I'm going to study success. So I went and met with literally hundreds of different people, and probably thousands over the last 20 years. And any time, even to this day, that I have a chance to talk to a successful marketer, I try and pick their brain. I try and figure out what they're doing, what they attribute their success to, and see what I can learn. And that's really what I did, and I think that's one of the things that helped change my success. You know, again, going from the first 6 months not even earning a commission check, first year was only making about $100 a month, and then turning that into millions and millions of dollars over the years. And, you know, when I really think about it, something that comes to my mind, and maybe it's because I got started in 1993, and shortly after there was an infomercial that I saw everywhere from Susan Powter called Stop the Insanity. You know, that's really what I feel the network marketing business has become. It's the same people going from company to company to company, doing the same things that they did before, that didn't work in the company before, and then they're expecting that all of a sudden it's going to work. In fact, I know people that I've worked with over the last 20 years that join on average anywhere from 3 to 8 companies every single year, year after year, and have not had success. And I'm not necessarily blaming them for that. You know, there's some issues. There's not a specific training program. There's nothing that really teaches people how to become successful. And because of that, that's why we decided to create the 180 Product Suite. Now, 180 Product Suite is literally designed to teach success, to teach exactly what it takes in order to build a successful business. So it starts off with training. And what we do is we train exactly what not only have I learned from others, but I've implemented into my own businesses to build large organizations. And I found those 5 key traits that successful marketers have. We go over those traits and teach you how to implement them into your business. The second step is actually understanding the business. I think a lot of people, if they understood it just a little bit better, would completely change the strategies that they're using to build their business. You know, this really isn't a sales business. It's not even that much of a marketing business because you don't have to be a great marketer in order to succeed. It's a duplication business. So we go over the formula of duplication, teach you how to implement that into your business, and then we take it a step further. We don't just give you information, we also give you all the tools that you need in order to implement this and turn it into success, such as a contact management system, autoresponder, lead capture pages, a lot of different strategies for social marketing, mobile marketing, internet marketing, lead sources, scripts, basically everything that you can imagine, videos, webinars, calls like this that we're doing up to 13 times per day to make it very easy for you to recommend that somebody listens to the information, 10 or 15 minutes, they have all the information they need to make a business decision. But we also know it's a lot more than just training and tools that create success. You can have the best training and the best tools in the world, but if you don't take action, you're not going to be successful. So we also have an exact plan of action. You still have to follow it. We're doing everything that we possibly can to help you create a successful business. Then we even have an accountability program so that your mentor, your coach, your upline can work with you, help hold you accountable so that you can reach your goals. Now that's what the product suite includes: training, tools, plan of action, and accountability. But we also have what we call our secret weapon, and that's a joint venture or partnership with a company called Taxbot. Now I believe this is the #1 education tool in the home-based business industry for the benefits of taxes. So again, you have many tax benefits by having a home-based business or having a business in general. Most people don't know about them. So we have all the videos, resources to teach you what deductions are available, and then the software to actually create the deduction for you and track the deduction. Both internet-based software that you can use anytime you can get online, but we also have a phone app. You know, I like the commercials that you always see. Yeah, there's an app for that. That's what we have. We have an app for a home-based business to help you save thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars per year on expenses that you already have. You know, a lot of people don't realize that if you're an employee and your employer is taking taxes out, you do not have the same tax benefits as the owner of that company. But if you would start a home-based business like 180, what better business to start than one that's teaching you and giving you all the tools and the plan of having a successful home-based business, and then giving you all the tracking to make sure that you're able to track and achieve all of the benefits. So again, just by starting a home-based business, if you're an employee, you have the actual same write-offs as your employer, the business owner. And again, if you don't have a home-based business, you can't write things off like your miles, 56.5 cents every single mile you drive without a business. You're just thrown out the window. Every 2 miles, you might as well get a dollar bill, light it on fire, and throw it out the window, because you're not doing that if A, you don't have a business, or B, you're not tracking it. Other things like meals, entertainment, just your cell phone, your internet, part of your home, all of these things are legal tax deductions for people that have a business, and we just show you how to take advantage of them. So again, the average person making minimum wage can save in upwards of $1,500 to $3,000. Now, the entire 180 suite that includes everything I've discussed is either $20 per month, or we give a discount if you purchase quarterly or yearly. So $50 a quarter or $200 per year. So when you really look at it, what we're offering is the ability for you to pay for a full year, $200, and we're going to show you how to save at least $3,000 or $1,500 or potentially tens of thousands of dollars. So if you look at that, if you went up to somebody on the street and you asked them for $200 and you said you'd give them $1,500 in return, I'm sure you'd have 100% success rate, and that's really what we're doing. That's what makes it easy. But it gets even easier because how you build this business is just doing what you already do. It's referral-based marketing. You know, just think of the last good movie that you saw, or restaurant, or the sale where you got your last, piece of clothing that you really like, and you told somebody about it, and or somebody asked you about it, and you told them where to get it, or maybe a social network site like Facebook or Pinterest, or a phone app like Instagram, or a game like Angry Birds, and you played it, and somebody asked you what it was, and you referred them, and you told them how to get it, and they got it, and they told somebody. You know, I believe that everybody on this phone has already created networks of thousands or even tens of thousands of people. You just didn't realize it. You know, one example of this is just like I said with movies. You know, think of a movie that you saw maybe 5 or 10 years ago. You watched that movie in the theater, and you thought, man, that was a really good movie, and then you tell a couple people about it. And you know that they went to it because they said, yeah, that was a great movie, I went and watched it last night. And then they told some people, and they told some people, and they told some people, and next thing you know, it comes out on DVD, you buy the DVD, or you rent the DVD, or you get it on Netflix or something like that, and then you tell more people about it, and then they tell people, and before you know it, it's very possible that you've already built a network of thousands or tens of thousands of people. And people are already making money on your referrals. Why don't you make money on them? Just that example of the movie. You went to the theater, you purchased a ticket, you purchased food and stuff like that, probably at the theater. So the theater owner made money, the theater employees made money, the actors and actresses made money, the directors, the producers, the screenwriters, all of them made money off of you going there, and then when you referred somebody, they made more money, and then they made more money, and et cetera, et cetera. Sites like Facebook, again, almost built 100% on referrals, have created billionaires, many billionaires. And again, it was just people referring a site that they liked. So if you have a way that somebody can turn, $50 into thousands of dollars, would you not refer somebody if you really believed that it was possible and you thought that it would help them out? Of course you would refer them. So what's different here is we actually track all your referrals, we track their referrals, et cetera, and we pay you for it. We have that 90-day plan of action that I mentioned. So if you really look at this, okay, you have $50 for a quarter, that's around 90 days, and that 90-day plan of action walks you through what it takes in order to make at least $5,000 per month in your 180 business. So let's just look at the end result. Just for a second, just to make this simple, let's forget about the product. We don't even worry what the product is right now or even the cost. We're just looking at the end result, $5,000. Now, if I asked any one of you, and we were together in person, and I pulled out $5,000, 50 crisp $100 bills, and I asked you, would you like $5,000? And you say, yeah, I would love $5,000. And I said, okay, I'll give you this $5,000 with just one string attached. What you need to do is you need to go find 4 other people that also want $5,000. And then I'll give them each $5,000 with the same string attached. Do you want to do that? Almost every single person I've ever talked to and mentioned that to, they all want the $5,000. And yet this business, by showing people how to get $5,000, is the exact same thing. And in fact, in 5 hours, you'd have already made the $5,000. In 10 hours, you'd have made hundreds of thousands of dollars just by going out and telling people the benefits of starting a home-based business, just the tax benefits alone, not to mention that we're going to give you all the support and training needed in order to be successful. This is a true no-brainer. Now let's look at something maybe a little more realistic. Let's just go through that 90-day plan. Again, $50, and that's absolutely guaranteed, money-back guarantee, so you cannot lose with this opportunity. $50 for 90 days, and you want to make $5,000 at the end of 90 days. In order to do that, all you have to do is go find 4 people who want to turn $50 into $5,000 per month in 90 days, and you need to do that not in your first hour, not in your first 2 hours, not in your first week. In your first 2 weeks, you need to find 4 people who want to turn $50 into $5,000. And as they duplicate that, by the end of 90 days, you're actually making over $10,000 per month with this 180 business. Again, if you actually believe that it was true, and you believe that it was possible, there is no way you cannot find 4 people who want to turn $50 into $5,000. I don't know anybody who doesn't want to do that. Again, $50 into $5,000, everybody wants to do that, and with this opportunity, we make it possible. So if this is making sense, before we end the call here, I want you to really think for a second. What would an extra $5,000 or $10,000 per month mean to you? What would an extra $5,000 or $10,000 per month do for your family, for your relationships? And then I also want you to think, when was the last time you really put 100% effort into anything? Have you ever even given it 100% effort? I believe if you gave this a 100% effort and really made up your mind that you want that $5,000 or $10,000 per month, you could find 4 people within the next hour. Again, just give it, I'm not saying give it 100% effort for a day or a week. I'm saying give it a 100% effort for the next hour. See if you can find 4 people, show them how they can do the same thing, and just within the next 5 hours, you could already be at that $5,000 per month income. And that's not a limit on your income. We never limit your income. That's just the beginning. So again, if this is making sense, you have 45 minutes before our next call. Go ahead, get started in the business. It only takes 1 or 2 minutes to get started. And then go 100% for the next 45 minutes. Do everything that you can to just get 4 people and show them how they can do the same thing and see what you can accomplish just by the end of today. So again, I want to thank everybody for your time. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you back here in 45 minutes.